Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So I was called to do a pick a pile reading today, and more specifically a pick a lock reading. So the message that came through that I am to deliver to you today is you hold the key. Which door will you choose? So will you choose what's behind door number 1? Behind door number 2, or behind door number 3. There are a lot of cards I pulled for this reading. For each pile, we're going to get into some angel numbers, some advice, some affirmations, some oracles. We're going to get into all kinds of good stuff. So what I would like you to do at this point is to intuitively tune into one of these locks and determine which one of these locks is your lock that you hold the key to. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark each of the piles down in the comments and you'll know where to start for your respective pile. But tune in and figure out which one is your pile and I will see you there. All right, pile 1, if you chose this lock, then you have the key to this door. So we're gonna get right into your spread here and see what we have to look at for you. All right, so the very first card that comes out is Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. So if this imagery here looks familiar to you, then this may be some place that you've lived in a past life, and this may be your soul actually looking to call you back to this place again. So you may be longing for something right now. And again, it may be just belonging to a group. It may be longing for home, like where do I belong? And just looking for that place. So this is a beautiful location that has clear waters. You can clearly see all the outer space, planetary, stars, that sort of thing. And this is also belonging to the original light workers. So you may identify with that title. That image may call you, and you may even enjoy looking at the other aspects of the card as well. So the next one that came out, we have Stargazer, set your sights higher. So Spirit is definitely calling you at this point to look out into the cosmos and figure out where it is you do belong, okay? And if you feel like you don't belong wherever it is that you are currently, then there's a reason for that, okay? So set your sights higher. Look beyond your current conditions and decide for yourself where it is that you belong and aim for those stars and go for it. The next card that we have out is Journey. So you may be on a spiritual journey, and this may be a physical journey as well. This might mean that you need to actually move away from a location. So again, if where you are currently residing does not feel like home to you, it may be time to leave and exit that situation, okay? So if for whatever reason you're looking out and you're daydreaming about some other place to live, maybe you're envisioning something more tropical with these very these blue clear waters. The word clue came out too, so that may be something for you as well. But if you feel that this is out of your reach, Spirit wants you to be aware that it is not out of your reach. You have everything within you to create this for your reality, and it can be a part of your life. You just need to set your sights higher, okay? And a journey is definitely on the horizon for you. So I'm getting very much this change in scenery, which is beautiful because, again, if you don't resonate with where you are currently at, then you're feeling like a change is needed anyways. The next card that came out is Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So for some of you, you may actually feel that something that has occurred in the past has led you to feel a particular way. And with that, maybe you are in some sort of state of regret and it's preventing you from moving away from whatever the situation is. Now, you don't feel like you belong there. You are longing for home. But yet something may be keeping you feeling stuck where you're at. Okay? So again, it could be this state of regret. But your affirmation that comes with this card is, I know that I cannot change the past. So knowing that now, what would you change about how high you're setting your sights? If you sit and live in this state of regret, it's not going to change anything. It's just going to slow down your progress or prevent your progress altogether if it's leaving you feeling like you are stuck somewhere and that you don't belong somewhere. So your Archangel Michael advice that came out is number 11, and it is embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. So, if your wishes want to be fulfilled, right? This setting your sights higher, what would you wish for? Because what I'm getting that you need to ask yourself here is if there were no limitations, if money were no object, whatever the situation is here, is what would you wish for? Allow these wishes to be fulfilled. Spirit wants to do that for you, and there very much is this place that you are longing for, and it is possible to achieve that. Let's get your angel number. We have 6677. Keep your form. This is continuation, positivity, protection, and kindness. It means that your thoughts and work in the material world are right on target, and you have successfully balanced your thoughts and activities and taken care of your body, mind, and soul. Well done. Keep it up. So, if you're in some sort of state of regret, the mind may still be catching up with the body and the soul. Okay? So it feels like it says that they're in balance, and you're even getting a well done, keep it up. But with this regret here, this may be something that you cannot feel or see in the immediate consciousness. So this may be something that is in your deep subconscious that maybe you are not able to access at this time. And even this longing for this home and this belonging may be something that is also hidden, suppressed, whatever this is. But Spirit's calling you right now to take this journey and to set your sights high, and to make sure that whatever it is that you would like for your life, that you see it through and you take the steps needed to go there. Your affirmation is, I can do less and attract more. Guess what? It doesn't even require you to do much action here, because by doing less, you're actually accomplishing more. Okay? And if that doesn't make sense to you, it's the law of attraction. So we don't chase, we magnetize. So this journey that you're on, that you're taking currently, is just requiring you to have faith and to trust in the process and to keep going and know that your wishes are being fulfilled. You just need to set your sights higher and let go of any regret from the past. So, examples of this. If you leaving some situation is going to cause you regret because it may hurt someone's feelings, but you don't feel like you belong there, that's what you're being asked to let go of. It doesn't matter if someone else's feelings get hurt in the process of this journey. If this is something your soul is calling you to do, then typically that means that whatever is holding you to be stuck is something that is needing to be left behind. This person has their bags and they're going across the bridge here and they're by themselves. Sometimes our journeys are not meant to be taken with others. All right, let's look at your oracle card. So I pulled this from the Oracles of Shadows and Light. This is number 31. So we have the Lady with a Bosch egg, and this is Ancient Wisdom. So I am going to read from the book on this one. I opened right up to it. I love when that happens. All right. So it may feel that you are receiving wisdom from ancient sources and that some of its energy may feel unfamiliar to you, even dark. It is likely that you are receiving messages from times when people like you, misfits and mystics, were oppressed and punished for their natural gifts. Explore at this time something to do with the Renaissance or medieval times, and understand that the knowledge was brought through to you, a very fortunate being living in very fortunate times. Keep it safe. Learn all that you can. Explore esoteric symbology, the history of magic, and spirituality. Know now that while you are safe, you may wish to keep silent about certain practices. So that may bring you back to this longing for home. Again, I did mention that this could be someplace you may have lived in a past life, and this is what's drawing you to it, okay? Now, oftentimes there are certain locations too, geographically, that you are drawn to, whether to go on vacation or to move there. Also trust that at this time, because oftentimes we're drawn to locations for a particular reason. And again, that may be what this journey card is indicating for you here. So know that your wishes are being fulfilled. You're on the right path. You just need to continue on your journey, okay? And you attract more by doing less. And that even means sometimes holding on to esoteric knowledge and secrets. So if you identify as a mystic, you may have what's called like the witch wound, which is just basically, that theory that we have to like stay hidden and in the shadows and that sort of thing. That may be something you want to keep quiet at this point in time if you are fulfilling that path. So, pile 1, this has been your reading. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this reading didn't resonate with you, that's okay. Check out one of the other piles. Maybe your key will unlock one of those other doors. Take care. Pile 2. So, if your key unlocks this door, then this is your reading. So let's jump right in and see what we have here. So the first card that came out for you for pile 2 is the Priestess card. How are you being called to step up and lead? So is there something that has come up in your life that's asking you to become a leader, like a leadership role has become available? Are you jumping towards it as though it's, yes, this is what I want to do? Or does it make you nervous and make you want to shy away from it? So with the Priestess card, it means that you have the strength, the power, the knowledge, the leadership capabilities to step up and to lead. And your calling is to do exactly that right now. So if there has been, let's just say you work a job and some job opportunity came up, a new posting for a new position, and it would be a pay increase, it would be a leadership role. Are you likely to go apply for it? Do you feel qualified for that? Spirit is saying that you are definitely qualified for it and that it's time to step up and lead. okay? I mean, and this could even be non-job related. Maybe it's in your friend's circle. Maybe the friend group just needs someone to kind of step up and take the lead of like a group chat, and organize an event, that sort of thing. So however you are called at this time to step up and lead, then do it. Even if it makes you a little nervous, and even if you feel unprepared, Spirit's saying that you are prepared because your spirit has been practicing for this for lifetimes, okay? The next card that came out, we have Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information. So I'm seeing a lot of green there, which is drawing me to your heart chakra. And there could be some medicine involved with healing your heart at this time, okay? So going back to this stepping up and leading thing, we are being drawn to this card as well with the caduceus. So stepping up and leading can be a very healing journey for you. And it's interesting because most people would shy away from that because they don't want the responsibility. Understandable. But there's something in this that comes naturally to you that you're going to enjoy, okay? And it's going to be very healing for you. The next card that we have here is Caring Connections, number 14. So it feels like there's some connection that's going to be created here in stepping into this leadership role, all right? So what they're showing me here with this card is if you're single, let's just say, and you typically would not step up into a leadership role, but for some reason you're called to and then you do it, it's going to attract in a partner that's also going to want to step into that leadership role and meet you with this equal, balanced energy, okay? And that's also going to be very healing here, all right? Now, if you are in a situation already and you feel that this is the right situation, yeah, okay, they're like splitting me off in two directions. If you feel that this is the person you're meant to be with or supposed to be with, how can you step up and lead in that relationship? Because that's also going to create healing. It's also going to invite your partner to step up in certain aspects as well, and you both will heal through the process. Now, the other way they were sending me was if you're in a connection and you don't feel that it's the right connection, okay? Spirit's asking you, how can you step up and lead and potentially either say, I'm not satisfied, or I need to walk away from this situation, okay? Any of these choices and options are going to be very healing to you, okay? Because healing occurs when we speak our honest truth. All right, the next card that we have is Guilt. So it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So guilt. If you are in the not the pile, we're in pile 2, but if you're in the situation where you're with somebody and guilt is making you stay even though you don't feel like this is your right person, you're being asked right now to heal whatever it is that's making you feel guilty, because it's preventing you from doing this stepping up and leading role by being stuck in this situation, okay? Now, I'm getting that that's going to be fewer of you, because with Caring Connections, it's typically a loving, balanced situation. So don't allow guilt to prevent you from moving on and being happy in a situation. I'm also getting that, because you're meant to heal through whatever this is so that you can step up and lead, okay? Step into your priestess energy. Your advice from Archangel Michael is number 18, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. So again, if you are in some sort of situation, it may not be serving you. It may be time to move on and to heal your heart. Okay? It's definitely heart related here. If this was a past connection, you're also being called to heal that. Let it go. So whatever this is for you, because again, I was basically given 3 options and now they even threw in a 4th with it being just a past connection. So this could relate to any of those situations for you. All right, your angel number is 7799, and it says transform the cocoon into a butterfly. So this is new birth, transformation, beauty, abundance, strength. Congratulations. You have shed the old parts of your life that no longer suit you. You are living a more authentic life. Consistent with your highest view of yourself, this sequence of numbers applauds your decision to live honestly. So that's the thing. Living honestly requires us to sometimes let things go and to heal our heart and to let go of guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So what beliefs could you potentially be hanging on to that are preventing that? Because again, you are destined here to step up and be a leader. So it's almost like the time is now. Here is when you need to be this priestess, this leader. All right, your affirmation. The universe is always conspiring to support me, guide me, and lead me compassionately towards my highest good. Believe that. And the cardinal represents passed on loved ones. So if you're seeing cardinals in your waking life, this is typically your ancestors visiting you and letting you know that all is well. You know, hey, just checking in, just seeing how you're doing. All right, so the last card in your spread is your Shadows and Light Oracle, and we have number 25, which is the Sewer Maiden, and it says, your sensuality is beautiful. So we're going to read from the book on that. Part of you that is natural and beautiful. Most likely your body and appearance has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So a part of you has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It is time to clean up your act, not of your natural looks, but of the way that you have thought about yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly. It is now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts, and therefore your experiences of yourself, your body, your worth, your ability to attract others, and to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and consideration. Let this strong survivor mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance again, and rise above the rubbish and stink of negative conditioning regarding your beautiful body and unique self. You are beautiful and very worth loving. This is the only truth that must be told at this time. All right. So that's very strongly leading me back to some relationship and needing to heal the heart and also needing to let this go. So if you were, like, I'm getting body shaming, you know, made to feel guilty about something here, there's some thought pattern that's running through your head that's made you feel less than worthy of love. And you are ready to step up into this leadership role and accepting yourself in all of its beauty and its form, regardless of what you may perceive it to be, is ready to do so. So it's just the mindset that feels like it needs to catch up here. All right, Pile 2, this has been your reading So I hope it resonated with you. If it did not, that's okay. Check out one of the other piles. We'll see if your key fits in one of those other locks. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you in the next pile. All right, pile 3. So if you chose pile 3 and this lock, then this is your reading. So let's jump in and see what the cards have to say. So the very first one that came out is the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So it feels like there's very definitely something trying to exit your life that does not need to be there. And it wants to exit because it's not serving you. This is like the Tower card here. So there's something that's trying to crumble and exit, and you may be clinging on too tightly to something. This could be old patterns, old relief. I swear it is Mercury retrograde. Old belief systems. This could be karmic cycles that you're stuck in, karmic loops, however you want to say it. This could be literal things, literal stuff. You know, are you attached to stuff like junk? I'm hearing it doesn't have to be junk to you. Maybe it's not junk to you, but like, what is it that's trying to exit your life where change is occurring and you're clinging on too much? Because what this picture represents here is this beautiful pasture of flowers and all kinds of very nice things on the other side of that wall there. But you may be on this side of the wall where the storm is occurring and unable to see past, you know, what's going on right in front of you. So I'm also being called to tell you to look at the bigger picture. So if you have like some problem in your life, maybe you're focusing too much on the minutia and not enough on the overall grand picture of everything. All right, the next card that came out is the Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. Beautiful energy there. So in pile 2, we also got heart healing, okay? This right here is about self-love. First, it's about self-love. And secondly, it's about allowing yourself to be loved, accepting love, okay? So are you doing that for yourself? Are you loving yourself and then in turn allowing yourself to be loved? We also got the Deceit card in reverse. I love that it came out in reverse because it means that, like, I'm getting you can't be fooled. So if somebody ever does come up to you and try to deceive you, especially pertaining to your heart, you know what's up. You're going to stop it in its tracks instantly, and you are not going to allow this to go any further. So it being in reverse tells me that if somebody has in your life tried to deceive you, they are being part of this crumbling, okay? And that's a lot of what you might be clinging on to, okay? So the next card is failure. And that could also be why you're clinging on to something. Maybe something that's crumbling, you're tying it to failure, which feels like a terrible, like a dirty word to you, okay? So your affirmation on this card is, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Maybe it is you that have been deceptive in the past. And it's time to heal over that and admit that it's just a mistake. So there is a lot of red going on here, a lot of red. And, you know, red can represent passion, power, your root chakra. I'm also getting, again, very strongly tied to heart here. So with this spread, pile 3, you are very much in the midst of some stuff. And It's okay to feel like you're a failure and to allow these things to crumble at the same time. Like it's a very dual energy here, okay? Now, if someone has deceived you, it may be time to forgive them for that, to love yourself enough to walk away from it, and then allow yourself to be loved in return. If it is you that has been deceptive, then what I am getting with that is that these things that are crumbling are making way for a fresh new start, okay? Because you understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. It feels like because it's in reverse, you have learned your lesson on what this does, not only to you internally and your feeling, like your moral compass, but what it can do to others, okay? And it's teaching you to love yourself first, right? And also to be able to accept love in return. And I'm also getting tied to this, that you're starting to believe that not all love is deceptive. Like love can be real and authentic. And with the red, passionate, like that word came to me with the red. So if there is a crumbling occurring, let it. It is definitely making way for something new. And don't feel like you're a failure for allowing that to happen. All right, this is your Archangel Michael advice. Number 8, deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect more before moving forward. So, what is it that you need to reflect on before moving forward? And again, it's talking about a plan. So if you've already got some sort of plan in place to either deal with the aftermath of this crumbling or to allow what's going to crumble, what's the plan now moving forward? Does it make sense? Is it practical? Does it involve loving yourself first? Because I feel like this right here is the main card of the spread. This is the one that's emanating outward to all of it. Like, I'm also getting that as long as you do anything from a place of love, then love will always be reciprocated to you in a non-deceptive way. It's like you're radiating these authentic, loving vibes, and it's being reciprocated back to you. And I feel like I have to keep saying in a non-deceptive way. Your angel number is 5588, and this is one step closer. Endurance, positive progress, continuous guardianship. This sequence of numbers represents that you are on the 11th hour and about to change. Don't be afraid, because you will be supported and loved throughout the process, and this is about to happen. Yeah. Maybe you have sensed this crumbling, and you already know it's the 11th hour. Spirit's like, embrace yourself, get a plan in place because you know it's happening, and then keep going. But do it from a place of love. Your affirmation is, in stillness I receive. I love this affirmation because I use it all the time. You can actually sit while you're in meditation and hold your hands out like this too, and just say, in stillness I receive. And it basically means I surrender. I surrender to whatever it is that's happening. Right? What is crumbling needed to go, and so from that can only be replaced with something better. So, as I allow this crumbling to occur, in stillness I receive. All right, so your Shadows and Light Oracle is number 21 here, and this is the Angel of Alchemy, and it says miracle on there. So we're going to read from the book on there. There may be health challenges for you at the present time. Regardless of what you or one dear to you may be experiencing, it is time to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I had a short amount of time to live on this planet? Then begin to take action on these plans. There's that word plans again. Because the beautiful thing about looking deeply into the human fear of death is that this examination of mortality will create an exquisite sense of being alive now. And you will reprioritize, and you will begin to shape your life in new and meaningful ways. Once you see that time in the sense of bodily life can be short, do not hesitate. Take action now on changing what can be changed. When you receive this card, you're about to turn a corner with a health challenge. The current situation has actually served you in many ways. It's brought your focus back to what's truly valuable in your life and made you aware of areas of neglect. Now you can move forward with a refreshed set of priorities that are based in something very real. The Angel of Alchemy encourages you to make your healing, either your own or that of someone close to you, a top priority. Oh, wow. So is heart healing on your agenda? Is that part of your plan? I'm only asking that because that's what came out here. And when it said that this is what you're making a priority now, I'm getting that this is what you're changing. And I'm smiling as I'm saying this because I'm like, good for you. This feels like whatever this deceit in the reverse card was tied to previously. And, when it was in the upright, and I say that because it was previous energy, it felt like you were not leading from your heart space. You were not fully loving yourself and or being able to receive love in return. And so what's crumbling is this idea that either you're not worthy or that you can't. I mean, I don't know what your internal self is saying about all of this. But there's definitely some repeating words going on in your head that have led you to believe that in the past, you either could not love yourself or allow yourself to be loved in return. This angel here is to me mimicking Mary Magdalene, and that's what it's reminding me of. And so I don't know if you know that story in the Bible, but, she was viewed as, I believe, a prostitute. And she became Jesus's mate, wife, whatever the situation was. And she was looked at very highly beyond that point. And that's what's tying me to this deceit in reverse with this, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. You do not have to hold on to your mistakes forever and allow them to dictate who you are in this life. It's okay to apologize for things you've done wrong and to ask for forgiveness and to do better next time. That's what Spirit's asking you to do here. So whatever is crumbling are these old mindsets or these past versions of you that don't resonate with you anymore. So, get your plan in place, whatever that plan is. All right? Heal your heart, love yourself, and in return, receive love. So, Pile 3, this has been your message. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, check out one of the other piles. Maybe your key will unlock a different lock. But I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.